Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to F.E.A.R. F period, E period, A period, R period. So I found out that if you play the game the right way and you slow down time in every encounter, you pretty much are guaranteed that you're going to kill everybody and save a ton of bullets, and everything's going to work out a lot better. It seems like we're actually going to have to get on a network setup so that's an interesting sound effect. We're gonna have to get online so that we can open these gates, and so going forward this level might actually be a little bit more, this game might be a little bit more hub based. Let's see. Stand on the cactus and knock it over. The game started pointing me in this direction, but there is, I guess, nothing out there. Take note that they have a sound effect playing when the window's open, so the question would be, if I come over here where there is no sound effect, and then come over here, don't think there's a sound effect playing. So you only get the wind sound effects in pre-programmed areas, not just anywhere where a window is open. We jump down this part. So yeah, we're gonna run around a creepy chemical facility office building, and we're gonna get jump scares. We might need to once again turn up the brightness, because if we don't, we are potentially going to run into problems. In the first level, right, so we had to go through that direction. In the previous level, the level for this first level for this area, it was super easy. So I was kind of expecting something more. Some kind of computer screen presentation. This is definitely new. You get like this blue hue that's on your own flashlight when it really shouldn't be. Why are they called Armachem, but then they're selling satellites? Like, wouldn't it be a chemical facility mostly? They need to rebrand, I think. It's a nice little symbol, but yeah. If you're not a chemical company, by the looks of it, that was an actual human being and not a creepy ghost. So let's chase after him. I mean, I suppose we're not supposed to go over here. Yep, there's a lot more, I think, instinct. Yeah, the door's locked. Alright, good, we checked. A lot more instinct going on now than in the what I assume is the DLC, the first section. There's actually a bit of a feeling like they know how to make something spooky. I don't know if this is a good way to design a conference room table. Like, why would you need this cutout? Why would the room need to be narrower here than at this side? It's almost as if they are intentionally trying to enforce that the person in charge is here and will always sit here. Can I smash? Yes, but that's just a lighted picture. Thought that was a computer monitor. And then we've got water. And then so
stay out of my way.
that's a spooky ghost of Fenton Pextel. What would be funny is if he actually is just kind of walking ahead of you and you're hallucinating him as a ghost, and that thus you're not doing anything to stop him. So they've got the flashing lights. The other thought is that this guy was the guy that he was talking to, and it just happens to overlap. Armacam Technology Corporation, ATC. Starting to see bodies. And this is where we were. And if I'm supposed to interact with this computer, I put the chair right in the wrong place. It apparently is 1:15 according to the clock. Armacam Technology, not a name I would use for a technology company. Even if it was like a military contractor, which probably is, and they made mostly ammunitions and armed people, I don't think I'd go with Armacam still. Alright, so that got me. That actually got me, finally. Finally something spooky made me jump from a jump scare. And you would have had to have done that. And then seems like maybe if you hit enough of these you could get through here, but maybe not. Guess it doesn't matter though, you can walk through here that way. And that's what we're gonna have to do because this guy is crawling through the roof. Yeah, it seems fairly obvious that we've got one main enemy to be afraid of instead of just a collection of military people to shoot that are faceless military. We're going to have the development of one strong, very quick moving.
Peter, it's Carla at Hudson Avionics. Where is everybody? I can't reach anyone over there. I need to talk to Brett about this draft he sent over, but he hasn't returned my call. It's really important he gets back to me as soon as possible. Okay? Thanks. End of messages.
Why would somebody leave a message on a break room phone? Why would a break room phone even have a mailbox? This is a weird message taking system that's going on here. And that line of dialogue didn't feel like it did anything different than security sectors. Make sure your machines are up to date with system updates. Recent signal disruptions have temporarily breached some of our, wow, this is slow, security sectors. That's incredibly slow. Line up amount of scrolling. So we have a save point. We have the satellite. There definitely is more 3D modeling and effort here than what we saw in the DLC. That definitely felt like there was nothing. This locked us in, by the way. So seems like it's the same old computer, same old mouse pads, and same old flashlight that just does not want to stay up alive. This seems like that will keep going, so let's take the high road. Problem is there's not really a map. If there is a map, I don't know anything about it. So are we gonna run into a bunch of these going forward? Some kind of security infiltrating characters. Or was that the only one? Well, I guess that answers that question. We will be running into several of those, for better or worse. So probably is not a terrible idea to take these out one by one. That way they aren't a real hassle.
You have 3 new messages. First message from
Oh.
Chuck Haberger. I've analyzed the readings and I'm recommended we suspend Perseus till we can figure out what's causing the synchronization. The patterns are identical to what we saw last time, but obviously the consequences would be a hell of a lot worse.
next message from
Chuck Haberger, I got your message. Maybe you've forgotten that when this happened before, F.E.A.R was only a child, and the fallout of that fuck-up was that Origin had to be permanently shut down. This time we're talking about a highly trained military commander with a telepathic link to hundreds of soldiers that don't think for themselves. If you're worried about being behind schedule now, imagine what'll happen if we end up with a full-scale revolt.
next message from
So we're getting real backstory here.
Hi, it's Marshall. Myself. Why don't you give me a call to my cell and let's discuss this.
End of message.
So they do have cell phones. Must just be pretty rare. So yeah, does kind of feel like maybe Fentel fixed, or whatever his name is, synchronized with Alma, who is codename Project Origin. There's no way to shoot this down, I would imagine. Not worth the bullet to try, frankly. But I did anyways, just for the lulz. So we got some major backstory on that one phone, which is weird. Weird that they just put it all in the same one place. And it kind of does feel like if you wanted to just speed run this game, you could do that. There's a gun here, just leaning. Alright. So, I bet what this is, if I was to guess, is that we're supposed to get to the office with the flashing lights, and then we were supposed to punch through the wall, and a little surprised an enemy didn't jump through the window. Like, this just takes us here. It tells us, I guess, we should go that way. So it wants me to punch through this window and jump through, I'm guessing. You kind of know, though, that this isn't a hub world. We're not coming back here. That's just not happening. Now, I don't know if there's an invisible guy in this room and he's just not triggered by light, the flashlight, or what. I don't know if these guys are going to kind of constantly avoid me if they can. I mean, do I really have a need to kill him? I'm a little low on bullets, so may have to make a tough decision. And yeah, there's kind of nowhere else to go, so it's this next room with another possible jump scare, another possible guy in the corner. Is this a computer I can actually interact with? I don't think so. I'm not getting any prompt. Their calendars at least make sense. What's that? I see subtitles, but I don't hear anything. Okay. So there's a radio over there. This dumb flashlight, it serves no purpose other than to just have you press a button for no reason every 5 seconds. I think we may have to notch up the brightness a little bit more.
Today's crisis at Armacam comes on the heels of a report that one of its vice presidents was kidnapped at gunpoint this morning on his way to work. Police are refusing to speculate as to whether the events are connected.
So I have 4 grenades. I haven't really been using them. There's several health things and a shotgun here. and a handgun. That implies to me boss fight. Am I supposed to jump up there? Alright. I have 25 shots. So I need to probably pick up these other guns. Do I need to run that way? No. I think we're fine. I wasn't really expecting that I would ever need to do something like this, because honestly I didn't think the game was programmed well enough for me to be able to do something like this. It feels like they've intentionally made that easier than it really normally would have been. Yeah, we're getting creepy sound effects. I don't feel like Condemned Criminal Origin though ever had just creepy sound effects for no reason. That didn't really synergize with anything. It felt like you would maybe hear a bird flapping its wings and flying away, and then you would see a bird, or at least you maybe there were some times where you'd see like a dead bird, but alright, so these guys do move fast. And they are just all about manual attacking. So So they don't really have guns, although I feel like I could probably punch these guys also if necessary, and do enough damage to them as in the same way that they're doing damage to me. So particularly playing this on easy. And we're getting different sound effects and different music, setting the mood, whereas the DLC didn't feel like it was ever playing any music. Here we've got a guy who was crushed under the fence, but that doesn't seem to mean anything. Doesn't seem like I'm gonna use that as an advantage. And there's still plenty of health kits, at least on easy. Now maybe on higher difficulties you are constantly low on health and struggling in other ways. I don't know how I would get up there. Still kind of have some wonky controls here. I feel like the sensitivity is not great.
Don't shoot! My name is Norton Mapes. I'm an engineer.
Shit, it's a civilian. Give him a comlink.
So he just hand it to him.
Who are you people?
The good guys. Are you alright?
Oh, sure. I'm having a hell of a time.
You said you're an engineer? Can you help me get into the network?
What am I, an IS lackey? tell you what, you disable the local security system, and I'll see what I can do about the server.
I can disable it remotely once I'm logged in.
No, you can't. It's on a separate network.
It's funny to have somebody else have a conversation while I'm just sitting here looking at the guy. And they're playing to stereotypes of all IT people being incredibly fat.
That away.
Why do you want us to bring down the security system anyway?
Never mind why. You want my help, that's the price.
He has the read the effing manual belt.
Just wait
Clip.
here.
Seriously, that's a stereotype that's been done a lot. By the time this game came out. Although, in all honesty, in 2019, if we were going to have one morbidly obese computer guy every now and then, it wouldn't be too bad. Just, it's almost like a throwback to the hacker character from Jurassic Park, which would have been, frankly, a lot closer to the release of this game when it came out than now. I mean, the original Jurassic Park 2, not any of the Jurassic World sequels or any of that. I'm a little surprised there hasn't been a remake of the series. So he wants us to take down the security, which that sounds like the actions of a bad guy. But his nefarious bad actions might have nothing to do with us, and frankly we're fighting a larger fight than somebody trying to steal insider secrets or something like that. Unless, of course, it turns out he's just working with Fintel Paxton, which this is obviously his desk.
First message from
Ian Hives.
Cheesy poos
It's Ian Hives. Look,
with a rainbow.
Alice Wade stopped by my office this morning. I feel a little awkward saying this, but, well, I really need you to tone down the innuendo around her. It's not that I personally give a rat's ass, but the last thing we need right now is a sexual harassment case drawing unwanted attention to this task force. It's supposed to be a secret after all, okay? Thanks, Norton.
end of messages.
So yeah, Norton's a sleazeball, it seems like. Is there? And a messy person in general. So take your pick why you wouldn't want to like him. Yeah, all these passageways I think were designed with some kind of level of logic to it. Just so the building doesn't feel awkward or unnatural in a subconscious way. And then I don't think we're going to really do anything with the levels.
This is Bravo 12. We're in position. Copy, Bravo 12. Check in at 10-minute intervals. Listen. Bravo 12 out.
Seems like we're going to actually fight some people now. Instead of...
Squad, check in.
There we go. Just throw a grenade. And see if we can see these guys.
Take him down.
And so now we're just kind of waiting. running low on bullets. Feels like there might be a whole nother group of fighters that show up. Like elevators. This building feels a lot more well designed than the factory warehouse area we were in before. And I don't just immediately hate the idea of the entire game taking place in a building and that this is just like one long night. I don't see these guys. I know he's around. I know they're making the military noises and such. Why are they talking to each other at all? They're supposed to be psychically controlled by Fenton Paxtel, aren't they? Or is that just a lie? Maybe it is a lie. The way this whole thing works is so strange because you run out of bullets, then you obviously go to the next gun. Because you've gone to the next gun, you then can't really swap out the old gun, so you're just holding on to the old gun. And if you pick up more bullets, I guess it'll swap back into that old gun at that point. We're getting a lot of different music. I wonder how much of this music will cycle over and over again, though. We're kind of going in circles. So take that. Take grenades. Take handguns. There's a whole armory here.
That should do it. Mr. Mapes, do you copy? Mr. Mapes! There is that idiot. Fuck it, we'll just have to do this the hard way. Okay, find that server and reboot it.
So he left. Says he got what he wanted. No surprise there. But you definitely are having a weird swap here where he switched between spooky into military shooting, and it just feels like they have two masters that they're trying to satisfy in this game. And I don't think you're really gonna succeed that way. Like you can never really fully serve two masters. So either you are going to make this a horror game, or you're going to make this a military shooter. If they were going to try to integrate both like they did here, I think you probably need some kind of randomized ghost element where the military guys, I suppose this is the way we're supposed to go, like appeared sometimes and they weren't really there, or something like that. I feel like I'm going in circles, and This is no good. Probably should have just thrown a grenade in. Yeah. So this guy decided to die while leaning, and his body just wouldn't fall. So I thought he was still alive. It's funny if he would say he wiped out the whole squad, because I mean, how could I do that and then have somebody still alive to say that? And feel like one of them said they were an admin there.
The data's uploading now. There's a reference to something called Icarus. It says here that it was a bioengineering program that started in 1973. Something about health issues related to microgravity, loss of muscle mass, bone density, shit like that.
Well, that would make sense for something named Project Icarus. Flying too close to the sun, leaving...
This is Jin. We're on the roof, heading inside.
Copy. Proceed to rendezvous.
Alright, so that's the way we're supposed to go, and that looks like a server room. So, what's over here? Are these just people I killed before? Was there just a gate here? Or are we just going in circles? Yeah. Seems like we fell down here and we've gone full circle. We just opened the gates. But opening the gates really only opened a couple of paths, not the entirety of the level. And they're just giving me a lot of enemies. A lot of armor. Alright, that's not the button I meant to hit, but whatever. Can I jump through here? It does seem like I should be able to get through there. Yep. If there's a will and there's a way.
Okay, I'm showing that the network has been rebooted. Good job. It'll take a minute for the system to come back online.
There we go. Determine the status of the rest of the team. So they're coming. I assume they're coming from that doorway in particular. There's nothing more really to do here. So There's just kind of corners. They're really kind here in their architectural design. It's weird to have a section like this just specifically designed so you could hide in a corner and shoot a gun. But that's what they've done here, is they've made the building much more of a first-person shooter video game room instead of a realistic room.
That Mapes guy was right about security being on a separate network. I can monitor the camera feed, but I don't have any direct access to the system.
Which means what? Like, you can't turn off security alarms, you can't open gates, you can't do anything. Print me out a security card, an access card. Still seems offline to me. So he can see with these cameras, but they didn't even bother to make it that obvious that there were cameras up there. I don't know what that was. Oh, this dumb flashlight. I want to see a mod for this game just to turn off the flashlight battery. Like, what? What creepy thing am I supposed to be seeing here? Like, I heard a creepy sound effect. I didn't see anything creepy. That's part of the problem with any scary game, is that, particularly in when you have control and you don't take control away and show and move the camera to show the spooky thing, there is a decent chance that I just won't see it. There's 360 degrees of options around here. Odds can be manipulated somewhat that I'll be looking in the direction you want, but yeah, there could have been something up there and just didn't see it. And I think I shot the wet floor sign. Now we're going into a non-finished part of the building, which does give kind of a nice change of looks. We haven't been getting any upgrades to our health or adrenaline or anything lately. So either there are some secrets hidden and I've just been missing them, or the DLC itself was selling itself on giving you health upgrades. Or maybe they took out the health upgrades that you would have gotten in this level because I already got them earlier.
You've seen her, haven't you?
Yep.
She is the original.
I just picked up Fettel's transmitter somewhere ahead of you. Be careful.
So
I was made from her, and I was born from her. We are separate, but we are one.
So, are we really gonna fight him this time? Because we've been seeing his ghost the whole time. So, that's a waste of a health pack, definitely, to get 5 health. This is so dark. We may need to turn up the brightness again. Like, it's ridiculous how short the flashlight is. We can see his shadow. That was our shadow. I spooked myself by looking at my own shadow. This is weird because the building seems to be made out of cement with then plasterboard on top of the cement. I don't know why you would do that. Like, what's the point of putting plasterboard over a cement wall building? Or the parts of the building that are cement. Typically what you would have is you'd have more of these metallic aluminum walls on either a cement foundation with some cement columns. Well, I guess maybe they do put plasterboard on the cement. This almost certainly is just going to be a cutscene. Yep, it's fire from Alma. We get a cutscene. That's the end of this level. Didn't do any damage to me. And now we're kind of in the medical facility. So we can shoot, but we're actually in the hallucination by the looks of it. Can't open that door. So Alma was born. Fit and Paxton is a ghost, or a clone of her. He's hitting me. Am I supposed to just avoid doors or just jump around the fire? He did like 10 damage.
She is a prisoner, floating in darkness, like the unborn in the womb. Soon I will find her, and I will set her free.
Shit, I lost him again. Fuck.
So, yeah, we walked down this hall and then we hallucinated the entire room. And this is the actual room. Doesn't seem like to me. There's an upgrade. At 150, I wonder if that's going to be the maximum health, or if we get up to 200. I wouldn't suspect we would get above 200. And we're at full health because we just upgraded our health, so it would be better layout wise if that health pack was not there. Instead, the health upgrade was hidden, and you found that, and then you found you got full health just because of that. That would encourage people to look around a little bit more and potentially kill anybody who's going to play the game so badly that they're not even going to look for the upgrades, which would be a concern. Here's the mechanical lights with no cords on them. Cords were a problem visually depicting this. Are these going to be like toilets? There's no plumbing. Because old games could not do just like ropes, cords, things like that. They could not animate them well. They looked extremely polygonal and terrible. Even if you just lock them so they don't have any physics or swing around or anything, they still just took too many polygons to animate. Of course, modern technology doesn't really have a problem with that. So we hear people moving. We see blood on the floor. We see an elevator. See blood on the ceiling.
What do you think, Jen?
There was a lot of anger in this room.
That's great. Got anything useful to add?
I
No,
don't
is
see any
this the
bullet holes.
same girl?
There's no brass lying around
Or is this
either.
just a different
These
girl?
guys didn't fire a shot.
Then what killed them?
I don't know.
Well, figure it out. All right, buddy, get moving. Battle's gotta be close.
I'm not even sure where to start.
Yeah, when we see this, we're
Almost complete liquefaction.
like, you kind of have to assume that that's Alma
Maybe
that did
chemical
that.
agent? This is going to take some time.
Right. I can't just say, get me out of here. There's no button here to say get rid of. Let me escape. I can't say, hey, you follow me. Help me out here. Can't say anything. And again, she's just like super under armored. She's basically wearing padding that you would wear if you were riding a motorcycle, like a custom motorcycle getup. Not really any armor that would stop any kind of bullets, because we're shooting at people that are wearing what look like traditional bulletproof vests at the very least, and they still seem to get killed pretty easily. So unless I'm magically making the bullets better than they normally are, bulletproof vests don't seem like they're accomplishing much, or much of the armor is accomplishing much anyways. Which then at that point you ask yourself the question, why not just instead have everybody running around with little to no armor on, because why not? So interval 05 extraction bishop. I think we are either in the main game or we are in the extraction. Well, Extraction Point, I think, was the name of one of the DLCs. So yeah, I don't know if we're in the other bit of DLC. That would be weird. It would be very weird. We've played long enough now that it does feel like we're going to be chasing after Paxton Fettel. Man, I am totally not ever going to get his name right. And man, are we really 23 minutes over? So the previous level we were 9 minutes under. Now we're 23 minutes over. The levels seem like they're all over the place. Remains of the missing SFOD team have been found. F.E.A.R technical officers on the scene conducting forensic analysis. F.E.A.R mission coordinator has detected Paxton Fettel's transmitter signal in the area. American personnel are presently unaccounted for. Mission F.E.A.R combat operative will attempt to intercept Fettel. So, let's see what this does. Is that going to give us any new line of dialogue or anything? Now, I do have this installed on an SSD. What's interesting is also we have like the text in the middle of the level there, just sitting there, no dialogue or anything like that. So maybe if you were playing this on a modern computer without any any SSD and you were just installing it on a hard drive, that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, if you're installing this on a hard drive, maybe you'd see some loading, but I doubt it. I also noticed something here. I want to resume. We have 150 health, but no armor. And then 50 bullets and 16 bullets. It feels like I lost some armor there. Feels odd that I would be exactly at 0 armor and 150 health. It's not that odd, because I could have just lost all the armor at some point and not realized it. But it could also be that the game is just trying to balance things out. If we're on level 5, maybe we'll only go to level 6, 7, or 8, and all of F.E.A.R 1 will be chasing around Federal Paxton. It would be weird if we defeated him in this level and then this turned into the halfway point and the rest of the game circles around trying to find Alma. Like, I don't think she's the true bad girl in the story, in the sense that you're going to be chasing after her and trying to kill her over and over again like we are with Fextel here. I don't think you do that in F.E.A.R 1. I don't think you're going to do that in F.E.A.R 2. I don't think you're going to do that in F.E.A.R 3. Maybe you'll get a final boss fight with her around, but I doubt you're going to actually be able to even injure her in any of the games. And maybe that is what killed the trilogy more than anything, is that when you set a major character in your game to be the creepy girl from The Ring, it's very difficult to defeat the creepy girl from The Ring and then not and have it be believable and have it work in a video game. It really doesn't even work in a horror movie where you have the option to say, well, actually she wins. And I guess in the game that could be the case too. That might be the twist ending for all these games, as you play as a different character each time you run into Alma. Alma kills you, or she reveals something that makes it so you don't want to kill her. Anyways, we've already gone almost an hour, so we better wrap up. That's it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below in the description box. And if you want to support me even further, there's a link to Patreon, or you can friend me on Steam and gift me a game off my wishlist. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.